And there are host of other software glitches that have been observed and caused quite a havoc in the system, not to mention the various software security issues that keep on popping from time to time and bringing down the systems. So let me just quickly share some of these links with you. So here is one page which lists all the various well-known software failures. So it basically so one of them is the Microsoft Zune's New Year crash. That is, thousands of Microsoft Zune media players, the software company's answers to Apple's iPod, unexpectedly conked out Wednesday and showed users an error message prompting reference to Y2K for Zune, and the problems appeared when people tried to start up their device. Now this happened in 2008. Then there was an air traffic control system in LA that came to an halt, and this is also mentioned in IEEE Spectrum. This happened in 2004. So it was an air traffic controller's worst nightmare. That is, without warning, on Tuesday 14 September at about 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, air traffic controllers lost voice contact with 400 airplanes they were tracking over the northwestern United States, and planes started to head towards one another, something that occurs routinely under careful control of the air traffic controllers who keep airplanes safely apart. But now the controllers had no way to redirect the plane courses. So the controllers lost contact with the planes when the main voice communication system shut down unexpectedly. And to make matters worse, a backup system that was supposed to take over in such an event crashed within a minute after it was turned on. The outage disrupted about 800 flights across the country. And inside the control system unit is a countdown meter that ticks off time in milliseconds, and VCSU uses timer as a pulse to send out periodic queries to VSCS. Now it starts out at highest possible number that the system server and the software can handle, that is 2^32. It is a number just over 4 billion milliseconds, and when the counter reaches 0, the system runs out of ticks and can no longer time itself, so it shuts down. So counting down from 2^32 to 0 in millisecond takes just under 50 days. An FFA procedure of having technical reboot VSS every 30 days reset the timers to 2^30 almost 3 weeks before it runs out of digits. So that's a practice they had put in place, but since there was no reboot and it reached around 50 days, so it automatically shut down and then caused such a havoc. Alright, so now of course they have a system in place to make sure that they are rebooting it at periodic intervals so that this kind of a situation does not arise. Then there was this Northeast blackout, NASA Mars climate orbiter, Denver airport baggage handling system, USS Yorktown incidents, Ariane 5 explosion just we discussed, and there are a lot of security bugs which are listed. Okay, all right, let me share some of the other ones with you. So here is a listing of the software horror stories. This is quite interesting. So if you look at this, so it basically has a long list of various software glitches that have been observed over the years. So for example, for 2 days during summer holidays 2004, Sprint National Railroad Company's delivery system was disorganized due to faulty patch. Then software suspected in 1994 Chinook helicopter crash killing 29. Shuttle simulator bug. Software error causes patients to be declared dead, right? And so on. It goes on. And if you see most recent ones like the Mars climate orbiter crashed in September 99 because of silly mistake, wrong units in the program, right? Metric and non-metric. That's the way the story goes. So you can go through it. It will give you a lot of insight into the kind of software glitches that have been there. Okay, There is another one of this, that is the top 10 infamous software bugs of all times. And sorry, and this lists right from Mars climate orbiter crash to Mariner 1 space probe, and then Ariane 5 flight, EDS fails child support, Soviet gas pipeline explosion, Black Monday, Therak 25 medical accelerator, multi-data systems, Patriot missile bug, World War 3 almost, something like that happened. And then the honorable mentions are for the LA airport flight grounded 2007 and the ping of death 1995. So they are very so unfortunate incidents, but um, it's interesting to go through them in order to understand that these kind of issues can come up in the software, and we have to be prepared to address them upfront. So let me give you another location. Here also you will find a lot of these software glitches. Highest profile software failures of 2012. So software glitch cost trading firm $440 million in 45 minutes. Then there was another leading security markets operators software glitch. Stock exchange IPO trading of social media giant falls flat. US elections vote glitch sees nomination problem. Airline software glitch strands travelers for the third time. Then security staff shortage at international sports event. Teething problem of new revenue service software system. Gambler loses winnings to computer virus. And utility customers in dark over late notice and incorrect payment charges, and leap year bugs disrupt banking and healthcare payment systems. Now all these bugs have something to do with majority of them have to do with the design aspect, the human aspects, and the overall quality and testing aspects. Let me just show you a last one. So this is from the business computing world, and this lists the top 10 software failures of 2011. And if you look at these, okay, so this is an interesting screen, I think taken from the metrics one. Okay, so the financial services giant fined 25 million for hiding software glitch that cost investors 217 million dollars. So this is another example of how badly it can cost the enterprise if you ignore the software glitches and don't put systems in place to catch these bugs. Computer system bug causes Asian banking facilities downtime. So it's a computer system problem at one of the Japan's largest bank, resulted in nationwide ATM network of more than 56,000 machines going down offline for 24 hours, internet banking services being shut down for 3 days, delays in salaries payment worth $1.5 billion into accounts of 620,000 people, and backlog of more than 1 million unprocessed payments worth $9 billion. Then cash machine benefit customer by giving them extra money, leading smartphone suffer an international blackout. Bugs in social networking app for tablet just hours after delayed release. 22 people wrongly arrested in Australia due to failures in new NZ 54.5 million codes computer system. And then 50,500 cars recalled after airbag related software glitch. Recall of 1 million cars addresses fire and railway concerns. And telecom giants affect 47,000 customers meter readings and cost company ends at $2.7 million. Army computer glitches hinder coordinated efforts in insurgent tracking. So these are some of the most famous software glitches that I've just shared with you. And there is a lot to learn from them, and the havoc it causes is quite evident actually. Now let me just share a few more with you. So this is quite interesting, that free money, customers cash in as ATM pays out double, and bank says they can keep the windfall. And so this is quite interesting. So this is at the ATM machine. When people went to withdraw the money, they started to get double the money that they were withdrawing. And when people came to know about it, so they started to queue up at the ATMs, and there were a lot of long queues beside the ATM. So so and then police tweeted out that if you get a call that the ATM at HSBC in Milford on the Sea is dishing out too much money, we are there already. So police had to come and take over the ATM, but the bank decided to let it go, and whatever money was withdrawn by the people, that okay, fine, we are not going to take it back. And of course the famous software glitch of the Windows operating system, right when Bill Gates was demoing it. So let's have a look at that. So this was related to Windows 98 during the live demo in the initial stages. Okay, sorry about this slow speed and advertisement. Okay, it's about to come. And this was one of the most hilarious scenario. I think demos are practiced quite a lot before they go to the public, but this one just didn't pick up. Okay, just like this one. So for example, an error has occurred, right, and it's most likely the flash player which has crashed. Okay, here we go. So let me show it again to you.
It's going to say, hey, I see you plugged in a new device, and it's going to load in the appropriate drivers. You'll notice that this scanner build, whoa.
And they were doing the plug and play demo, and the blue screen came up and the operating system crashed. And this is going live on CNN.
Moving right along.
That must be why we're not shipping Windows 98.
Absolutely.
That's why we are not
Absolutely.
shipping. So this was quite interesting bug. All right.